You want some lip gloss? You want some lip gloss? Hey guys, today I'm going to be going through my skincare routine with you. I am very into skincare. As I've gotten older, I'm not very old, but as I've gotten older, I've gotten more into skincare as opposed to makeup. It's nice feeling confident about your skin, and for a long time, I really tried to do like the most all the time to my skin, and I used a lot of products and a lot of kind of strong products, and lately I've sort of backed off from things like that, and I'm using much more simple, gentle things, and it seems to be working well for my skin. So if you're having any skin issues, try and pare back what you're using, because I found at a certain point I just had too many things that I was using and I didn't even know what was really helping my skin and what was maybe causing more issues. So if you're having issues with your skin, I definitely recommend limiting what you're using and maybe kind of looking for gentler, softer alternatives, because that really has helped me. Everything I'm going to talk about I don't necessarily do every day, but for the most part I follow this basic routine. So in the morning when I wake up, I tend to still have some residue left on my face from whatever I used the night before. So I'll typically just take some warm water and just kind of splash it on my face to get any excess stuff off. For my second step, I typically use some sort of cooling stick. I really like the Milk Makeup cooling stick. I like the Physicians Formula one, and the one that I have right now is the e.l.f. Partner Up stick. I wouldn't say that it's the most cooling stick that I've ever had, but it definitely gets the job done. I have really puffy eyes in the morning, so starting with the warm water and then hitting it with some of this and giving a little bit of slip under the eyes to sort of massage it out really helps. I've also been really into going in with a vitamin C serum after. Right now, I'm using the Physicians Formula Skin Booster Vitamin Shot that does brighten. Putting vitamin C on in the morning really helps protect your skin from the sun, and it can help any SPF that you use. I tend to, in the winter, just use SPF in my foundations, so this really helps with that. It also has helped get rid of a lot of pigmentations and dark spots that I have. I like this because it doesn't dry down super oily or anything. It kind of just feels like I put a primer on almost, so it's pretty moisturizing and it helps brighten my skin. One other thing I'll also use in the morning is this. This is my favorite skin tool of all time. I use this along the jaw and along my eyelids in particular to help get rid of any puffiness, any fluid that's kind of built up in my face overnight, especially along my jawline, because I can very quickly look like I have a lot of extra chins. So this is one of my favorite tools of all time. I just got this at Marshall's. Nurse Jamie has the official expensive super cool version that I would love to have someday, but for now I have this. It has these little stones in it that don't really retain heat, so it helps keep it cool, and it just helps get rid of any extra bloating that you might have in your face. One other thing I sometimes use if I really have a puffy under chin area in the morning is this Nip and Fab Body Slim Fix. This doesn't really do much on the body, but I find that just using a tiny bit under here and just kind of massaging it in and maybe following up with my massager helps tighten the skin under here. So once I've gotten some of the fluid out, retightening it can really help give me a more defined jawline, because that's something I can be pretty insecure about, and it's something that makes a big difference. I've been using that for years, and when I use it, I can definitely tell the difference. After that, I pretty much put on my makeup, and then I don't start any other skincare stuff until I come home. So once I come home, I will usually take my makeup off right away. I love wearing makeup, but I just don't feel the need to wear it when I'm at home, and I like being able to touch my face. So something I've started doing lately is using this Wet n Wild makeup remover stick. I'll use this on my face and kind of rub it in a little bit, and then I'll go in with a makeup remover wipe, and it helps that makeup remover wipe really get all of my makeup off. But I typically end up washing my face at night, so I use this to get the initial layer of makeup off. It's just kind of one of those oil-based stick cleansers. It's pretty greasy, so it helps break down your makeup. It definitely makes whatever makeup remover wipe that you have really work extra hard. I really like using a microfiber cloth to take off my makeup, especially in the shower. If I'm just taking it off outside of the shower, I'll use a makeup remover wipe, but in the shower, this is what I use. I just got this the other day. This one has a microfiber side, little spot for your hand, and then the other side is kind of like a towel almost, so it helps exfoliate your skin. The original makeup eraser is just a cloth, and really all you need is that and some water, and it will take your makeup off. That thing is amazing. I love stuff like this, especially in the shower, because you don't end up leaving with, you know, like little bits of black under your eye. It really will get everything off, and it's pretty gentle on your skin. So I love those. What I use after I've taken my makeup off, I am someone who double cleanses, but in between that double cleanse, I like to exfoliate. My reasoning behind that is that I like to get my makeup off, and then I like to get rid of all of the dead skin that's on my face to then go in and clean the pores, because I feel like if I have dead skin on my face, I have my pores, the dead skin is covering it, and so then when I put a bunch of face wash on it, it's really just kind of cleaning that dead skin. It's maybe getting some of it off, but I feel like it prevents the cleansers that you use from getting into your pores. I have no scientific basis for that. That's just what works for me. So I will go in and I will exfoliate. I really like exfoliating sticks. I used to love the Boscia one, but they're not cruelty free. Physicians Formula did come out with a charcoal detox cleansing stick, and I really like this. It's very similar to the Biore cleansing bar as well, but this kind of has like another greasy slip feel to it. So it exfoliates, and then it also takes any excess makeup off for me. I really like it. I also really like chemical exfoliants. I don't have any right now, but I know e.l.f. makes one. Those are my favorite forms of exfoliation. It's just like a gel that you put on, and after a minute or so, it just like pulls all of the dead skin off of your face, and it just clumps up and it comes right off. Those are my favorite, but because I don't have one right now, I am using a physical exfoliant. So I really like this one, but I would also recommend using a chemical one. It sounds scary, but it's actually gentler, and some physical exfoliants can cause tiny micro scratches on your skin that the chemical ones won't. So on a regular day, I will use that, and then maybe use a harsher one like this, maybe once every 2 or 3 days. So after I exfoliate, I'll then go in with a cleanser. The type of cleanser depends on how my skin is doing. I used to be all about using like really intense like acne cleansers, but like I really don't have bad acne like ever. So what I've started using is a more gentle cleanser as just like my everyday basic cleanser. Right now I have the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. This is great. It smells like honey. I like just using a basic, super gentle, easy cleanser, kind of using one of these, scrubbing it around, really making sure I've gotten all of my makeup off. And then after I've used my basic cleanser, I go in with one of 2 things. So already I've taken my makeup off, I've exfoliated, I've done a basic cleanse. Now I consider this like my treatment cleansing step. So right now I'm using Curology for when I do have acne and breakouts. This is wet from being in my shower. Curology is really cool. It kind of creates a treatment based on your skin type. I don't know how specific the cleanser is, but this is great. It's pretty gentle, and it's helped unclog some of my pores and keep me from getting like little clogged pores all over my face. I know they really tailor their treatment serum for you, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but when I do have kind of more clogged pores, I will use this in the shower. And if not, if my skin seems fine, I don't really have a lot of clogged pores, I will use some sort of hydrating cleansers, like a creamy cleanser. Right now I have this Avalon Organics Intense Defense with Vitamin C Cleansing Milk. Milky cleansers like this are great for following up after all of your other cleansing. It helps rebalance your skin. I know sometimes when I wash my face, I end up feeling kind of dry and tight after, so stuff like that is great. It kind of re-moisturizes your skin as well as helps with brightening. After that, if I have some time, I will maybe go in with a mask. I typically am more likely to do a mask if I am taking a bath, which is like one of my favorite things of life. One mask that I really like right now is the e.l.f. Marshmallow Soothing Mask. This is great. I tried it out recently, I think in a video that I'm gonna post maybe after this, I don't know. But I tried this out recently, I really liked it. It's kind of just like a creamy mask. It feels sort of clay-based, and it helps moisturize your skin and soothe it. So I had done a bunch of extractions, and then I used this the next day, and it did kind of help take down some of the redness, which I really like. I also like this e.l.f. Clarifying Charcoal Bubble Mask. I used this morning, and I did actually notice that in my nose some of my blackheads did seem to be maybe gone or at least diminished. And then the other mask I have right now is the Pacifica Cocoa Rush Anti-Fatigue Mask. I really like this. I like using this on weekends if I know that maybe later I'm like going on a date and I really want my skin to look like fresh and awake. So I typically only use that one in the morning. So now if I am experiencing clogged pores anywhere, I will go in with my Curology treatment. This just helps with small clogged pores. That's what I said on my little questionnaire that I needed help with. So I'll put this anywhere where I am experiencing that. Otherwise, I've kind of just been going in with any basic moisturizer. I really like this one. This is the Dream Gelée Hydrator from Winkey-Lux. I'm almost out of it, which makes me sad. It smells really good. It's really lightweight. It is definitely like a gel. It's really nice and moisturizing. It's not super heavy. It doesn't clog my pores. So I like to go in with just a basic moisturizer. After that, I like to go in with some kind of oil. I did just get, I'm so excited about this, the Lolly and Nat Butte Pink Plum Elixir. I'm so excited to try this. I just got it today. But I'll go in with pretty much any sort of oil. I really like the Milani Prep and Brighten Rose facial oil. I love rose stuff. For some reason, it just works so well with my skin, but I also really like jojoba oil, eucalyptus oil, hemp oil, stuff like that works really well. And it kind of just locks in any other skincare products that you have underneath. If I'm struggling with any sort of pigmentation issues, I will go in again with my vitamin C before my moisturizer. Typically with skincare, you want to go from lightest consistency to heaviest, with your oil being last because it's heaviest, and a lot of moisturizers are actually water-based and oil will kind of sit on top of water, so it'll push it into your skin better. So I usually follow up with this, and I also will usually use an eye cream. Sometimes I forget. I'm not very good about it. Right now I have the Yes to Blueberries Age Refresh Eye Firming Treatment. I just got this, but I do really like it. It's pretty light. It looks like this. It's not very heavy or super heavily scented. Yeah, it kind of just smells like a moisturizer. The other tool that I really love to use is my Derma Roller. I do want to get a better quality one at some point, but this is kind of just a basic one that I got at Marshall's, and I really, really, really like this. What this does is they have tiny, tiny little needles, I guess you could say. This one doesn't really. I think the more fancy ones do. It's meant to create tiny little punctures or little like injuries in your skin. It tricks your skin into thinking that it's been injured, so that it sends all of its best efforts to fix it. So it kind of will send collagen and it'll help plump up your skin. I have some deeper creasing on my forehead that I really like to use this on. It's also just great on the cheeks. It kind of helps like plump everything up and make everything seem firmer. So yeah, this is really like my other favorite tool. That's my whole skincare routine. I keep it pretty simple. In the summer, I like to use one of those like spray SPFs. I used to have one from Coola. Those are great. Yeah, I just keep it pretty simple, and I try to be more gentle to my skin than I used to be. Less is definitely more, I have found and learned the very hard way. Thank you for watching my video. This was kind of short and sweet. I always thought that doing a skincare video would be much longer, but since I've simplified everything, it's made it a lot easier for my skin and for me to complete my skincare routine. So thank you for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Bye!